Hi, this is Toby, and today I'll be showing you how to propagate your Gasterias and Haworthias from offsets. And I've just been going through some of my plants today. I've just been repotting them. I decided to make this video. Let's start with a Haworthia. I've got a Haworthia planifolia variegated here, and it needs a repot. I haven't repotted it yet. You can see it's got lots of offsets. Some are nicely variegated, whilst some are mainly green. I will separate some out of this, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. It's very simple. It's very easy to propagate these plants. So I know the soil's a bit wet. I think I watered it a few days ago. That shouldn't matter too much. I'm going to just tease some of the soil away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these plants, or at least some of them. So you can see this pure green one. If I don't want it, you can see it's attached by kind of a stem. I hope you can see that. With some scissors, I'm going to move this toward the camera so you can see. I'm going to try and cut it as close to the base of the mother plant as possible, like that. And I kind of just stabbed it, and you can see I've got a bit of root and have a nice little plant. It's even got a little offset of its own, and I can plant that straight away. Although if you are worried about the cut, you could wait a day, but I'm not too concerned. I know these are easy to grow. I could remove this really variegated one, but I want to keep it because this is heavily variegated and it won't grow well on its own roots. I could remove some of these. Again, you can even pull them off with your hand like that. These Haworthias are very easy to propagate. I don't think I'll pull too much off. There are some old leaves that I want to get rid of in there. But other than that, I think everything else can stay. And the little spider just lives there, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. We're going to repot it. I think we're a bit too much soil in the bottom pot. I won't show you repotting of this plant. I'll show you how I'm going to pot those two up. So I've got two pots. I'm just going to move some of the old soil. I probably shouldn't grab it by the root, but put some of the old soil in here. I don't want to waste too much of the old soil. I am just going to pot these up. Again, you could wait for a day if you're concerned about the stem rotting away. I'm not going to water them afterwards, so I'm not too concerned. I'm not sure if these are going to be variegated or not. It could have the potential to produce variegated offsets, so that's why I'm keeping these. So after I've potted it up like this, all I'm going to do now is add some top dressing. Just so the plant stays up, just like that. You can see a nice little plant. And I will show you an update of everything when they grow a bit more. So there's two done for the Haworthia. Maybe a bit more top dressing can be added to this. There we go. That's how you do the Haworthias. I'm going to put them aside and we'll move on to the Gasteria. So it's going to be a similar thing with the Gasteria. I know this is very pot bound. See the pot's even... The pot's not even shaped properly anymore. I'll get it out of the pot and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I ended cutting that pot open because it was too tight, and look at how root bound it is. Again, I know the soil's a bit wet. That's okay. I'm going to have to tease it apart before I can separate any offsets. So I've teased it apart a bit. I've also removed some of the old leaves, and this is the offset I want to get rid of. I don't mind the other two. I just want to get rid of this one, and I think I can see there's no... I thought there was another offset there. You can see I'm trying to get it as close to the base as possible. Now I could pull it out like this, but I think I'm not gonna salvage any root. I don't think I can actually get a lot of root out of this one, but I'm trying my best, you can see, to pry the soil open. And get in there so I can prune it. I know there are roots in there. Again, if I had a thin little blade, I could stick it in there. In fact, I can even try and use these scissors as thin little blade and get in there and kind of cut it out, which is something I just did. I've cut it out So I can see how many roots I can save. You see, I've got a bit of root. Now, again, if I'm worried about this rotting, I could wait a day and plant it, but I think I can get away with just planting it straight away. Let me remove this leaf as well. Leaf's getting a bit old. You can see I've got enough root. It's going to grow more roots on this side, so I want to put that to the side. I'm going to repot this and show you what I'm going to do with that. So with that out of the way, again, this plant is big enough for a pot like this. I'm just going to put it in here. Fill it with soil. Again, if you want to wait a day before you plant it, that's okay. Right now, I'm planting into dry soil, and this soil is pretty clean, so I'm not too worried about it rotting. But if I had a very precious specimen that I really wanted to propagate properly and not take the risk, I would wait a day before I planted it. And then wait one more before I water it. But I know these Gasterias and Haworthias are very strong, so I'm not going to be worried about that. There's the plant all potted up. I'll put it in its position and I'll talk a little bit about the care. So here are my 3 little offsets I propagated today, and just a little bit about the care. Don't water it straight away, again, because you've got that open wound. I would wait at least 1 to 2 days before I'd water it, and after that you pretty much take care of it as if it's a normal plant, and that's what I'm going to be doing to it. I'm just going to be watering it along with my other Gasterias and Haworthias here and treating it as a normal plant, and when they grow bigger I will show you an update before I end the video. So here's a final update of the Haworthias. I'll show you the other 2 afterwards. This was the one that already had an offset, and you can see the offsets are growing bigger. It's offsetting more, so it's definitely survived. The leaves have plumped up. Let me see if I can put that back. The other Haworthia over there doing well, and the Gasteria has grown a bit. The Gasteria doesn't grow that quickly, but you can see it's plumped up and the leaves have spread out a bit more. I don't know if I'll do any more updates on this after this video, because there's a chance that I might give these plants away, but I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and now you know how to propagate your Gasterias and Haworthias. Very easy process, and do give this a go yourself if you do have some Gasterias and Haworthias that are starting to clump. And again, very easy process. You'll get lots of plants and you can give them away to your friends. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them. But anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.